So today we are going to discuss in this live session how your emotional wellness is the secret recipe for your relationship success. And if you'd want to heal a relationship, be it your romantic relationships or otherwise, maybe with one of your parents, maybe with your sibling, your kids, anybody. So, how you hold your emotions, how you behave emotionally determines how the relationship is going to be. And in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to share some insightful questions that are going to help you see and look through this. Starting with his number one fact: 100% of my clients, when they worked on their emotional wellness, how they allow themselves to feel the anxiety and the anger and all those uncomfortable emotions, 100% of my clients have experienced better relationships after that. So think of one relationship you'd want to improve. Maybe it's your romantic partner, maybe your one of your parents, maybe one of your relatives, one of your friends, kids, whoever it is. Think of one relationship and let's ask some self introspective questions around them. Starting with, how do you respond when they make a mistake? This is a very interesting one. So when that person who you want to have a better relationship with, when they make a mistake, when they said something and they didn't follow through, how do you react? Do you react with anger? Do you react with disappointment? Do you help them see that? And if that happens, how do you argue with them? Does your fights always look like somebody's gonna murder someone, or can you fight in a very healthy way? So I'll give you an example. Dipanshu of pre 2020 era, before I did this inner work inside of my whole inner self, pre 2020 era of Dipanshu, I would argue really bad. I would fight, and that fight would go really bad really soon. And that was not a very healthy way of fighting. And I didn't know that you can have healthier ways of fighting, that you can fight in a healthier way. So I experienced that after I got married. I've been married for 15 months now, and because I'm living with a emotionally mature person, I became more emotionally mature. Now when I'm having an argument with my wife, it doesn't seem like the arguments I used to have with my friends a decade ago when I was like, 15 or 20. So you can have healthier arguments and fights. But do you have that whenever this person that you're thinking about, if they make a mistake, or if they said something and they didn't do it, or if they criticized you, do you have healthier arguments, or do you feel triggered a lot whenever you have an argument with them? And how do you feel? How do you feel particularly when they cross a boundary? So if you said that, what, I don't want you to be behaving this way, whatever that boundary is for you. For example, let me give you an example. I don't want you to call me when during my business hours, during my office hours, and they still call you. That happens a lot with parents. Sometimes I've experienced that personally. Also, I've seen my friends experiencing that. So how do you respond? How do you react? How do you feel when they cross a boundary? Do you take your stand and create and strengthen that boundary? Or do you let it go? Or do you feel so much triggered that you are unable to do anything? Do they feel safe around you? Do they feel safe enough to have healthier conversations with you? Not that they are dumping everything on you, that's where the boundary comes in. But do they feel safe? Do you feel safe around them? Do two of you share a safe space with each other? And Do you express yourself with them? Do you feel they express themselves with you? Do you feel mutually both of you are able to hold this space and talk to each other? Or do you feel a lot of emotions coming in whenever you try to say something that's true for you? That could be anxiety, that could be anger, that could be embarrassment, disappointment, whatever that emotion is for you. So are you okay holding space for them and not reacting? Because a lot of times what will happen is, and that's not just with kids, it happens with adults as well, that when we are having an like just some time when we are having this intense emotion and we want to have a space where we can express that. Imagine being with a person who doesn't know how to hold the space. So when you're just expressing yourself and then they start talking and reacting as well, and that doesn't go really good. So are you okay holding space for other people where they can express without you having to react anything? Because a lot of times those emotions, they express themselves and then they pass and they let go, they go away. Are you comfortable feeling uncomfortable emotions? Are you okay feeling your anxiety, your overthinking, your anger, your disgust, your embarrassment? Is it okay? Are you holding space within yourself to hold these emotions? Because if you cannot hold these emotions for yourself, it's going to be tough to create a space where you hold the space for others. And if you cannot do that, you cannot have a deeper bond with anyone, be it your parents or your kids or your partner or anyone else in this world. Okay. Have you kept some unnecessary or some extraordinary expectations for them? That happens a lot with Asian cultures, with parenting, that a lot of parents expect their kids to live the life they couldn't. So whoever this relationship is with you, whoever this person is, are you keeping some high expectations, some extraordinary expectations from them? And who are you being? How do you feel when they disappoint you, when they make you feel angry, when they do something that makes you feel anxious and triggered? How do you hold yourself? What is the level of your emotional stability within yourself? And what is the level of your emotional stability around them? Because these dictates how safe you two are going to feel around each other. And that goes with your relationship with your parents and your kids and your friends and your partner. So if you'd want to talk more about this, and if you'd want to explore a little bit more what all of this means, I'm very happy to have a conversation with you. And there's this one conclusion, that when you learn how to master your emotions, when you learn how to hold space for yourself and for people around you, the relationship equation becomes very easy. The relationships are not complicated anymore if you simply know how to hold space for yourself and for others. The relationships are very simple if you don't make it complicated. So if you'd want some help with it, if you'd want to talk more, please send me a message and let's have a conversation. And I'll see you soon in the next live session. See you around.